Wednesday Night with Those Guys, and Wednesday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by
those guys. What's up? What's up? What's up?
It is that time of the week, the middle of the week.
That's me. My bad. Keep going. I'm sorry. Very bad.
That's all right. Well, it is the middle of the week. Like I said, it's hump day. How's everyone out there doing? And how are you doing, Lawrence?
I'm good, man. I'm doing okay. I'm getting some things done. I finally edited a video that I've been playing around with for a very, 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 very long time. Yesterday, I just sat down and did it. I did the video.
You know what? I haven't been able to sit down and do a video in about a minute.
Well, you remember that development over in town I started a few years back. Well, I finally did my version of its progression. So there's 4 years of footage, all shot on the Mavic Pro. All shot on the Mavic Pro in 4K at 30. Cloudy days, sunny days, blown out sky days, but I think I did okay showing a progression of it.
Okay. How long
is it? But then that's just me. So how long is it? 1 minute and 17 seconds. So I put 4 years of progress, yes, in the 1 minute, 17 seconds. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I look forward. What's up, JC Flying, Gary, Brant, Ariels? Gary said he missed his nap to come hang out with us.
Okay.
Angie doesn't have to work, so she said she's about to go get a drink and come chill out with us. STM Drones, how are you? Yes, the Mavic Pro is still a good drone because that's what I teach people to fly on. If they come to me and say they don't have a drone, well, that's the drone I let them fly. I teach them how to fly on, the Mavic Pro.
Guess who's here?
Who's here?
That JC Flying guy.
Oh, that dude we met down in Florida. Okay. Mr. J's RC, what's good? How are you? Stop dropping a shot already. We just starting, man.
Oh, here we go.
Michael Blades, what's good? How's everyone out there doing? Happy hump day to you.
Yeah, happy humpity day.
Yes.
It's the middle of the week. That's where the hump is, the middle. You know, you go up to, and you come, not hump, not.
That's what she said. I figured I would throw it in. What's good, Johnny Drone Flyer? How are you? Hope you're feeling better, Johnny. What's up, Herman?
How you doing there, Johnny?
How's your week going so far?
Well, you know me. My week's always busy. I got you know what? It's funny. Glad you mentioned that. After practice the other day on Monday,
right?
Well, this idea came about before Monday, but I told you I coach the defensive line. It's me and another guy that coaches the defensive line. We're a heavily coached team, and we decided to take, or he came with the idea to take the defensive lineman out to dinner.
That must have been fun.
Well, the head coach joined us, and he helped take.
Oh, DeRaggio?
No, DeRaggio is the assistant.
Okay.
Lambert.
Yeah, what's up?
So we had young boys can eat.
Right.
Damn. I feel for you guys. You got more than one boy.
Okay. So it was interesting, huh?
Oh, it was a good time. You know what? I think we all needed it. To get that. Outside of the whole, because it's just been football.
Right, I get it. Okay. Right, I understand. Outside of the business. What's up, JSK? How are you? Hope all is well. And
so it's
whoever else may have come into the chat and early and came out and left early. Angie, Gary's here. JC's flying, SJM, Mr. J's RC, Michael Blaze, Johnny Drone Flyer, and whomever else may have come in.
JSK.
And JSK,
Hey,
yes.
what's up, JSK?
So you're saying these guys put on, these guys, they put it down. They did.
Oh yeah, them boys can eat.
Where did y'all go to eat?
What was that over there? Fridays or whatever the hell that shit is. Oh no, Applebee's we went to. My bad. Applebee's.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what happened, but.
So, you know, it was a. Oh, okay. He got timed out. Okay.
Anyway, back to what we were saying.
I don't get it. Somehow they seem to find their way over here and hang out and bullshit. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, we went out and we hung out a little bit and talked and bullshitted as much as we could bullshit, you know, coaches and the kids.
Right.
And we all went home. Too bad it was raining and then I ended up playing.
Hey Sean Wilkinson, how are you?
Yo, Sean was good. I ended up playing school bus.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, understandable. You took the guys out to eat. Now you got to make sure they at least get home.
Yeah.
Or at least to their neighborhood.
Yeah, I can't leave them on Emmons Avenue.
Yeah. That would not have been cool. You feed them and then make them work it off by walking home. Now that wouldn't have been too nice. But anyway, happy hump day to all of you. Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys.
Wednesday night.
I almost said Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm rushing it. I'm rushing.
You know, sometimes I get so caught up with the damn live streams and stuff and preparing for both Sunday. It just seems like right after Wednesday is Sunday. And right after Sunday is Wednesday. Because you know you got to get the information that you got to get and it's madness. It
is.
And then you want current information. So it's a lot of things, but regardless of that, you know, you're doing all of that, and it's like, okay. So then now when the stream's about to start,
Hey Steven, what's up?
And I'm saying, those guys, you know, Sunday night or Wednesday night. And sometimes I'm like, Wednesday night.
Yeah, I get it. You've been saying and doing it for so long.
Look down like, Sunday night. Yeah, make sure that I check because sometimes I don't remember which night it is.
Well, we're gonna work something out. Yes, it's Wednesday very quick, Johnny, and you guys do live streams. If you do more than one live stream a week,
it just come up, man, quick.
You have, yeah, they come up really, really quick. Yes, I'm good, Stephen. I'm good, Stephen. Hope all is well with you over there, over in Europe, traveling abroad all the time. I'm still trying to get up a plane ticket to get to Helsinki. I'm working on that. But that's a goal for 2023, which is right around the corner. Jody, what's good, man? How are you? Happy hump day to you all. We have been doing this live stream for how long, Herman?
Wow.
3 years plus.
Is it?
I have to say, at a minimum. 3 years at a minimum. So what's going to happen is we talk about live streams coming up and all of that. There will be a time slot opening up on Sundays between 5 and 6:30 because I'm going to take some me time. 107 Drones, Susan Lee. What's good? Me time meaning there are so many Sundays. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. There's so many Sundays that I miss events with families. I miss meetups because for some reason here in New York, they always want to have meetups on Sunday. And I can get to work on some personal projects.
I got you.
So that's what the deal is. There will be no more Sunday nights with those guys, at least for a little while. I'm gonna take a couple of Sundays and do me.
Is that what it is?
Go hang out. You know how many barbecues I've missed, man, because of the damn live stream on a Sunday.
So you don't even remember what day it is.
Yeah, see, exactly. Now you get it. But anyway, back to what we're talking about.
About 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at a minimum, 3 years. I'm saying.
Okay.
So, what's good, man? What's good? Everybody in the chat, everyone's sitting there chilling. I know what day it is when the live streams start. See, Angie, yeah, you can tell by whoever's doing the live stream.
Oh, don't they have live streams on Mondays and Tuesdays?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. And then
Gary, what are you supposed to do on Sundays? Take a fucking nap, yo. Do you? That's what I'm gonna do. There's gonna be a Sunday where I'm sitting somewhere with some yak in my hand and the fucking cigar in the other one and watching some football for once. American football. I would love to do that.
Well, what I will say is that talking about live streams, there's live streams on every day. There's live streams on the drone community on every day.
There's the Unconscionables.
Yeah, they're on every day.
Yeah, right. They come on every day, twice a day.
I believe they're on now. Yeah, they're on live now.
Of course. But there's more than enough there are more than enough live streams out there. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
And after you've done it a few years, you're like, you know what? It's like a job. Just like, do I have to go to work today? Okay. Yeah, let's go make the donuts. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not making any donuts, and I could be out on Sunday making donuts. If you get what I'm saying.
I got you.
Yeah. So that's the direction I'm headed in, because I'm trying to get some things moving and working out coming into the new year.
I hear you.
Football, our last home game is Friday. See? Okay, Gary says. But they're talking. Okay. Yeah, that's right. They have both forms of football up there in Canada.
Your last home game? Yeah. You still play football?
He's still playing? In between naps? Yeah, why not?
Or the school or the college or whatever in your area?
Probably.
Or a professional team?
Probably.
Well, anyway. So yeah, Lawrence, we got a few things going on tonight. You know, a couple of things that you know what was probably a very good live stream, believe it or not?
What?
Wednesday night with those guys, 152.
What happened on that particular episode?
Well, there was a few things that happened on that episode. Do you remember when you brought up the vertiports? Well, that was the first time the vertiports were mentioned in the news, because the first one that was built over in Europe that's active,
right?
They don't have it. They're not having anything land there or take off. It's basically an information museum.
Right.
How the technology is going to work to get the people,
right, to get them used to
seeing it.
And the tech as well.
Right. And knowing how it's actually going to function.
Gary says the last game he cramped up watching. Yo, Corey, what's good, man? How are you, man? Hey, boy, Corey from Queens. You got issues, Gary. You know that, right?
Yo. You know what's the one thing I never understood?
What?
Talking about, he said he cramped up from watching. You ever see the football game, the coach and like the players coming to the side and the guys get knocked out of bounds, they knock down the coach?
Yeah, I've seen a
That's
few.
never gonna be me.
Why so?
Because I'm pulling one of them kids in front of me first, and I'm moving.
They
Crazy.
got uniforms on, right? They can take the hit.
Plus, they can heal a whole lot faster than I can.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, if he's next to me, he ain't playing.
Right? Keep him on the sidelines right next to you. Hey, coach, how come every time the ball comes to the sideline, you stand behind me?
Because you
Can
don't
you
back
imagine?
up like you're supposed to.
It's Canadian football. They had to stop the game. Oh, okay.
Because you caught a cramp?
Because he got a cramp. Wow. That's funny.
Well, yeah, like I said, that was because of the vertiports we were talking about. Yeah.
Right.
And acting like a
Right.
museum and
But see, that's smart though, because if you build something, when people don't know about something, if you were to build it and put it there, you remember when in high school how you saw your first half an engine block, and you understood how the pistons fired and the gas went. You got to understand that more. That's the same thing with the vertiport that they built.
I got you.
Right. They want people to go in and get a hands-on and see the technology.
See exactly what's going to happen. Yeah.
Right.
That's understandable. But also on that show, you remember, I don't know if you remember, because we made so many jokes about it, with the guy who was flying his drone in the flight path of the Tanger military air base over in Singapore.
Well,
the guy, remember we talked about that in that show on 152. Okay. We had mentioned that the guy had gotten a $37,000 fine.
Yes.
And whether or not you would or he had to spend 100 days in jail if he couldn't pay it.
Right. A month,
like,
a month, and 3 months, and paid the 37,000. 30.
If I got us 3 months in jail or 30. Listen,
hey, Northside,
3 months in jail.
You're right. It'd be a nice vacation to work out,
but not in Singapore.
Oh no! They're completely different. No, unacceptable. Corey Mano, what's good, man? How are you?
But
Dominic.
Now check this out. A court now has fined a Chinese student $3,500 for taking drone pictures and video of his girlfriend at the Nanyang Technology University. He was flying his Mavic Air 2 at this Yunnan Garden.
Yes.
On June 1st. Now, I don't know what the deal is there with altitude and stuff like that, but he was flying at an altitude of 518.37 feet.
There are
now I don't know what the 37 feet meant the difference.
0.37, right?
But the 0.37, well, that made a difference. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made a difference, but the big thing is he was flying 3.1 miles from Tanger Military Air Base.
Okay.
Well, so his flight was interrupted by the Civil Aviation Authority of Singapore. Now, they supposedly dispatched a team to his area, Lawrence. Now, believe this. Now, check this one out.
And what were they using?
Well, he was supposed to have had a Class 2 activity license, a permit for outdoor drone activity.
For recreation, yes.
And he did not have that. So when in court, I guess my man pled guilty to the whole situation.
Okay, well here let me go into the 518 feet, 18.37 feet, because there are a lot of places I've noticed in Asia where these guys are at 1,200 feet, 900 and change. So this 518 and 3.5 miles away from the air base, I could see him getting caught, because if you could go so high, why would you? Well, he was taking pictures of his girlfriend at that park. I get all of that, but then it gets to the point where he's starting to look like a stalker, And if someone put corporal punishment
I have,
in
I
Singapore,
have, I have
go
one
ahead.
thing to say about this.
And go
Now,
ahead.
I know here in America, people tend to be a little bigger than a lot of other people, sometimes a little taller and stuff like that.
Hey, ray of sunshine.
I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that, but how fucking tall is this guy's girlfriend? That he needed
He's
to
at
be
500 and something.
500 and something feet in the air. You know what I mean? I don't think you would see my girlfriend.
Well, on top of that, the Mavic 2, the Mavic Air 2 doesn't have a zoom that good. But they caught him at he was flying at that altitude, and he was identified with, we're going to talk about this a little later on in the live stream, with a DJI Aeroscope. Now, for those of you that don't know what a DJI Aeroscope is, it's a box inside a nano case that has antennas you screw onto it. When they cut it on, they can see every drone, toy drone, FPV.
Well, they can find a lot of things, but
yeah, they can see everything in the air for a 5-mile radius, so they say. I believe it's a little further, but they use them around stadiums and stuff like that, like the Super Bowl. They protect the Super Bowl with the Aeroscope drone. But this guy here, the logs that they have, they say he flew the aircraft 5 times that day with a total flight time of 18 minutes. Now, how long is the battery life on the Mavic Air 2? Does anyone know? Hey, Bob Casey, how are you? Welcome.
It doesn't. I mean, 18 minutes is more than 18 minutes. I'm just saying that means that he had to have landed and took off a couple of times. And his highest altitude was logged at 500.
Hey, Chris, welcome. Well,
so
all I can say,
that wasn't to take video of his girlfriend. That was to video the park.
Yeah. Now, this park is supposedly newly renovated.
There's actually a nice video.
There is a video of it, but it takes so long to get to it because it shows the actually, I guess I could show it.
Oh, you don't have to. I mean, there's a video.
Well, I could show an overhead with the YouTube logo, and they can check it out afterwards if they wish to. You got to turn on sharing.
Well, I didn't think he was going to show the video.
Oh, but I have others. Well, I'm not. But this is the newly renovated park, and in order to get a view of the entire park, he needed to be up 518 feet.
Right.
But he was recorded filming his girl while she was walking in this park several times. I guess people complain, or she complained, he's following me with that damn drone again or whatever. But it looks like a nice park. A lot of little walking paths.
I don't think she complained.
It was probably someone else, more than likely. Who knows? Who knows?
Well,
but
honestly, I don't think it was a complaint. He was picked up on the
hey, Copper State,
radar, and he was too close to
the military base, right?
Yeah, they picked him up right away.
Well, it's the fact that he was supposed to have, from what I understand, a recreational permit just to be able to fly.
Yeah, class 2.
In what is it? Yeah, class 2 activity permit, which is required for all outdoor drone activity if the aircraft weighs less than 25 kilograms and is to be used for recreational purposes.
Right, that's what he was doing, and he didn't have any of it. He had the drone.
But now, instead, it could cost him jail time and up to 2 years, and a fine up to $35,000 or both. But he
I
pled
thought it
guilty and
was.
they slapped, right, he pled guilty and they slapped him with a fine.
I thought the fine was only like $3,000,
Yeah,
3,500.
3,500, but it could have went as high as that.
Right, like the other guy there that they caught flying in the flight path of the runway
Mm-hmm.
at the same military base.
Exactly.
That guy got, the 37,000 or the 100 days in jail if he can't pay it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Now, that's when, like I told you, that was mentioned in those guys are 152. And I was saying to you that back then I was like, well, shit, they wanted to flog that other kid for spray painting in Singapore.
mm-hmm.
What would you get for flying your drone in front of the military air base runway?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
I would not. Matter of fact, listen.
He might get a lashing. You know how they have those long
I'll
sticks?
be on the phone real quick, fast, in a hurry. Can somebody send me 37,000? Don't hang up. Those like 37. Don't hang up. 37,000.
Don't hang up. 37,000. I need it quick. Hey, Luna Pearl, what's good? How are you, sweetheart?
They're gonna beat me.
You're wrong. You're wrong. They're gonna beat me if I don't pay this.
You
Look,
called
I'm in
me and
Singapore,
asked me for 37,000. You better
I'm in
start with don't hang
Singapore.
up.
You know what they do to Americans in Singapore.
Listen, you called me for $37,000. You better start your statement with "Don't hang up."
Yeah, right. Yeah. Because as soon as I hear the 37,000, it's
I'm
a
like,
wrap.
what? Deception. Bad.
Hey, Herm, we got a special visitor, Luna Pearl Media. How are you, Luna? What's up?
Luna.
Hope all is well with you. Thanks for popping by.
How you doing? Who else?
Those of you don't know, that's a young lady that lives somewhere near Staten Island and flies drones very well. She got skills.
It says she lives somewhere near Staten Island.
Yeah. We don't want to divulge any information.
Oh, okay.
and too much information. But she was hanging out with us. If you guys had saw some of the pictures of the Brooklyn Bridge area and that, she was hanging out with us that night. Very talented person.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as that 37,000, first of all, Herman, if I'm going to call you and ask you for 37,000, you could rest assured it's a life or death situation.
Hey, Luna. 37,000?
37,000, bruh. I don't even own a car. If I owe you call you for 37,000, you know it's got to be something.
First off, there's a problem with anybody that says to you, you got one free phone call and you got to come up with 37,000. That's not even fair.
You know what? It's.
You might need a couple of calls.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, bro. Seriously.
You might need a couple of calls. Even if you got 37,000 under the mattress in your house.
You still need to make a call. Yeah, you're right. And hope they don't want it, and better hope they don't want it in Singapore money. Because then you're screwed.
Nah, they gotta get it how they get it, man. Just get it wired to you.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm sure
the courts figure that out. But yeah, that's a tough one, man, for a student to get a fine like that. And I'm quite sure he probably just didn't damn well know.
All I can say is, you're right, Lord. And you see Angie, she goes, "Can I borrow 37K?" Yeah, all right. That's simple, right? Hold on a sec. Bro, I was just setting up.
Bro, you borrowed sugar from me last week. How you gonna pay me back 37,000?
You borrowed sugar last week, and this week you want 37,000. Damn, that's messed up.
Bro, you gonna take the kids next week?
Huh? What happened?
I said you
You
gonna take the kids next week?
37,000. You can take the kids for the next couple of years. Shit. Luna hanging out with those guys. You legit or will become legit? Wish I was up there to do meetups to practice. Your ray of sunshine. If we tell people if you're coming to the New York area, hit us up. SJM is saying, "Yo, Herman, answer your phone." Someone tried to call you for that 37K. That's what that's all about. No, I'm good, right?
37,000. That's like when you get that call, it's like, oh, you got a collect call from who? What?
A collect call from Singapore.
Exception.
You're wrong. I don't know. Luna, I don't know about that. You hang out with the big boys. You got skills. She says Ray of Sunshine asked her if she legit or is she gonna become legit?
What do you mean?
Said, Ray of Sunshine. I guess a pilot. I don't know. But Luna says I'm in training to be on their level of legit. Well, you got the editing skills, got the flying skills. One of the few females I know that can fly a drone.
Doing what she has to do.
And hand catch.
What she should be doing.
Hand launch and stuff.
I don't know if you want to be like me. But yeah.
You damn sure don't want to be like me. You'd be in trouble all the time. Be careful what you wish for. I got people yelling at me every damn day.
He said the only pilot the whole Part 107 that can't post a picture.
Yeah, right. Yo, Mr. J's RC said, "Why are you avoiding SJM? Why won't you answer your phone?"
What happened?
Mr. JRC is saying, "Herman, why are you avoiding SJM? SJM is like, Herman, answer your phone."
He didn't call me.
All right, where are we going now? Soaring Eagle.
Yeah, well, you've heard of them, right? Soaring Eagle technology.
Yeah, over the years, yes.
Well, guess what?
Watch them grow.
For those who don't know, they're a drone data collection survey of infrastructure. That's what their company does. That's what they do.
Yeah, infrastructure as in...
Yeah, infrastructure as
utility lines, etc.
Bridges and stuff like that. Tunnels. Well, this is why I'm mentioning this because, they have received another FAA Beyond Visual Line of Sight waiver. Right now, this new waiver that they've received will allow the Houston-based Soaring Eagle to conduct drone inspections of critical infrastructure. Lawrence, check this one out.
Yeah.
Out being bonded by the maximum distance. So basically, what they're talking about is an open and beyond visual line of sight authority. So they can fly and cover more area
than what they're already doing.
Than what is normally allowed under beyond visual line of sight. So what they're saying is something like going from 800 to 3,000 acres in a single day of being able to cover that much more.
More to cover more, make more money too. Right? That's the whole...
but they do have some they do have regulations that they do have to follow, but they say that this will not only cut costs, but save time for the client that they're actually doing this inspection work for. You can cover
Okay.
more ground in a time that you're allotting for, say, a certain amount of time you give to cover a certain area. Well, for them to be
Yeah.
able to go from 800 to 3,000 acres,
Yeah. That's a dramatic jump.
that's a
That's
that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a
yeah,
lot.
2.5 times more than what you're actually doing. That's pretty good.
Now, I guess I don't know too much about their technology and how they are going to make this capable. But I do know that, when we went, back when they talked about like the matrice and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, and how it was designed that you could have multiple controllers connected to these things and it
Yes.
could fly a certain distance. Something like that could be used to do something like that. I can see that being done.
In that incident, I could see that. Yeah, you'd have a guy down the road. I would start off at point A. He
That
would
could
go
fly
down
beyond
about
your
three
range of
towers.
connection.
Right. He would go down about 3 towers or 5 miles or whatever the distance is, and then you would fly your drone that 5 mile distance inspecting those poles. Then you would hand off control to him, and then you would leapfrog over him to the next spot. It's highly possible. They're doing it already, right?
That's interesting how they. I'm curious to know how this is how they gonna
Yes.
actually do this. But I
I
mean,
agree. I agree, Draymond. It is a special day today. Miss Luna is here visiting us.
oh, oh yeah, there's a few executives in the house tonight.
I see, I see. But for their electric utility corridors,
Mhm.
the more you can
Yes.
inspect, the more money you make. The further you can go, the more money you make.
But you see, the thing is, and this is funny because we talk about this industry and it being in the infancy stage. And there was a time where a guy in a small outfit would get this type of work.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is funny because it's happening quickly in this business.
Yeah, yeah.
Small guy could get that kind of work. Now you got a large outfit like this coming along with this type of technology and this waiver.
Maybe bump out this,
Bye bye,
maybe bump out the smaller guy.
bye bye.
Yeah, the smaller guy goes, right. You have guys saying, "Okay, we can fly. We can." They previously obtained approval to fly 61 linear miles.
Because I watched a video with a guy who was doing not phone, power line inspections, the poles.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he gets a certain amount from the company and he sends those pictures to them once he's finished with them. And he's out of his house a couple of weeks at a time doing this. He's staying in a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And he hits a certain area and he sends those to them.
Yeah.
And he goes home and they send him another set and he goes out for a couple more weeks and it's like a whole rotating thing. But he's
Yeah.
saying he's talking about having to well, his whole thing was he has to have a budget that he has for expenses and stuff like that. And what
Right.
he makes from taking those shots for those posts covers him and his assistant being out shooting for what 3 weeks at a time.
Okay.
From the both of them staying in the hotel and eating for 3 weeks, it pays his bills and covers the expenses for that.
Of the
He
hotel and maintenance of the
he
drones,
still
and
has a profit left over.
that's a good little bit of change. That's a very good little bit of change. And now companies like Soaring Eagle will be
Come
saying,
along.
okay, this guy can go 5
Mhm.
miles a day. We can do 20 miles in that same day.
Mm-hmm.
Herman, we have to pay
Yes.
homage to our sponsors.
Oh yeah. Why? Because Mr. JRC said so.
No. See, I actually wasn't even paying attention to the chat today. It seems to be moving quite
Why? Because
smoothly.
your homie left and never came back.
Oh, well, Big Matt was
Big
good.
Matt.
Yay,
Why does
Luna.
everybody come
There's
in with
Big
these
Matt.
glasses?
I don't know because I can't get one. I can't find one in my emoji.
No.
Am I not paying for something? I need to pay for YouTube Premium or some shit? My emojis don't have a glass. What do you put to get that glass up there? Now, if I put a drink, it puts some martini shit up. Watch. DRINK. And it puts this soft ass shit up. See? Now, if I put beer, it'll put beer. It'll put beer mugs, okay? I have 2 different types of beer mug. 1, 2. It does that, but that damn drink, I don't know where the hell they get it from. Schooler brother. Tell us where do you guys get that from? Because hell if I know how the hell you do it. I'm not drinking tonight, Big Herm. Oh, now Mr. JRC want to behave himself.
Oh, now he's not drinking tonight.
Oh, see, but see now here, Herman. For those of you who came in late, you're gonna hear this announcement now. So I mentioned it a little earlier, but there will be for a little while, I'm gonna take like a little sabbatical, and there will be no more Sunday nights with those guys for a minute. I'm gonna do me and go out and fly and barbecue and watch a football game, drinking
that's the one you don't have?
Sorry. Yeah. That's the one. So what do you put there? I don't have it.
Yeah, you do. It's in the standard emojis.
Standard emoji?
You just got to scroll through them.
Yeah, but it's okay. All right. Well, anyway, I want to be able to sit shots. Well, we got to pay homage to the sponsor.
Do we?
First. And we'll do it right. We'll do it right now. Okay.
I got you.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Ready? Okay. Wednesday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by Those Guys.
Salute to you and everyone out there. There we go. We have something, Luna, we call a shot and a drop. We only do those on holidays.
No, it's a drop and a shot.
It's a drop. We do a drop and a shot, but on holidays. Right now, we're taking our time. But anyway,
well, not holidays, but
I need to be able to do a few things. I need to catch up with some video. I would like to go to it. You know how many barbecues I've missed because I've had a live stream on Sundays?
How many?
And it's football. Like I said, football season. I'd like to sit in a house on a Sunday with some yak in one hand, a cigar in the other hand, and watch some fucking football.
Tell it.
So yes, I'm being selfish. I'm taking a sabbatical. There will be no more Sunday nights with those guys for a little while. Plus, I've been doing this shit for 3 years plus. But we still have Wednesday nights with those guys, which is a busier night as well. Here I will be. That's it. Public service announcement over.
Okay. So that's what's going on with Soaring Eagle. And, you know, and it's I guess it's the first. So I haven't heard of anyone else getting it. I guess it probably has because it actually exists. So we'll see what happens. Who else starts getting these max these, I guess what they call an open end beyond visual line of sight authorization. So they can just go as long as they can get connection.
I would be interested to see how far they could fly. Just to see how, because they swap out. They usually use 2 drones in situations like that. I'm just
thinking about it because, like, I mean, even if you don't go that far, beyond visual line of sight, you know, like you're saying, like, wow, because this would have to be, you know, you would have to give your waiver like something like this to say companies that want to use drones for delivery and stuff like that too, wouldn't you?
Right.
Except,
I get
you
it.
know, except that, you know, like companies like Matternet wouldn't need that because unless they wanted to venture out further, they're flying within the facilities and the hospital complexes within the same remote area. They don't have to fly, you know, like downtown somewhere.
Right. Well, I was actually excited about this next story that we were about to do because of the intent, how would I say? Because of the data and information that was in this particular story.
I thought we were still talking about Soaring Eagle and that wave.
I thought so too.
Uh,
I thought so too, but I easily grow bored
that's
these
what it is.
days. These days, my patience
So
is,
what you
is
so what you
short.
should so what you
Huh?
should do is keep Sunday night with those guys going. So that way, when I was talking about Soaring Eagle, you could just jump to the Aeroscope story, you know.
Yeah, I
But
got
you
you.
know, I'm quite sure we are all familiar with Aeroscope and how it was introduced to the world in 2017. You know, it's a drone detection system.
Yeah.
So basically, what it's used to do is to detect drones. So, like Lawrence mentioned earlier, they use it at certain events, Super Bowl and other stuff like that, and you know, temporary events. They use these things at,
This is it here on
and
screen. This
it's
little box
at
here.
airports and also at what do they say, power plants should be using them.
Nuclear plant, power plants,
Yeah,
yes.
so the amount of things that I hear going on over there, they should be using them.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
this is true.
according to Cyber News, over 80,000 drone IDs were exposed in a data leak. So after they found after that a database collecting information from more than
Hey, God bless America.
a dozen aeroscope monitoring devices from the Chinese manufacturer on DJI. Well, well, there was, like I said, Lawrence had mentioned this earlier about the aeroscope that, like I said, detects and collects the information from all of these drones. Well,
Yes.
there was somehow left accessible to the public because in the Cyber News research team, they say they found that upon their research, there was over 90 million drone monitoring logs.
Yes.
Logs, right?
Yes. Records, just
That was
records of people's
generated
flights.
by the DJI Aeroscope device, and
Devices.
all the
Yeah.
devices. And they were so they said that in Cyber News that they found over 90 million, like I said before, that were logs that were leaked from 66 different DJI Aeroscope devices. Now, 53 of them were located here in the United States.
And can I just interrupt really quick? When you say 53 of those aeroscope devices were here in the United States,
Mhm.
I could almost bet every freaking dime I have that at least one of those aeroscope units were used here in New York.
Okay. Well, the others were found in Qatar, Germany, France, and in Turkey. Now, of the 66, 53 of them were found here in the United States.
Yeah. Yep.
So that means that somewhere, maybe somebody on this live stream here on the panel, or even in the chat, information on
Was
drone.
your information was
Now here's the
revealed?
thing. I don't know how much information Aeroscope actually gathers.
I actually saw it. I
Hold on a
actually
second.
saw it in the video here. It
Hold
shows
on.
the.
Hold on a second. Let me finish. What I do know about Aeroscope is that it does broadcast the information that was asked for in remote ID, but not to that extent. It doesn't collect information on the personal information of you and log all your flight information the way that this thing wants to. Now, I
Right.
know Aeroscope does do certain things, but for them to be, I don't know how long they keep that information.
Right. But that information was breached.
But it was breached.
And I want to show you what information, so everyone says, well, oh, it has this personal information about me. This is actually from the Aeroscope program itself. This is from the actual software
information and where
in
you
Aeroscope. Now, if you blow up this, I'm blowing up the screen here. It shows the identification number of the drone, the longitude and latitude of the drone, the particular area, what type of drone it is, the pilot's longitude and latitude. It shows, okay, it shows the altitude of the aircraft, the distance of the aircraft, the height of the aircraft, and the pilot distance from the actual Aeroscope itself. It doesn't show where you are, where you live, any personal information. But I also want to point out, people are worried about this because of the fact that if it shows, if you're in your backyard, you're a backyard pilot, and you
show
take
where
off
you
from
live.
your yard, it's going to show your longitude and latitude are in that yard.
That's going to show where you live.
Yeah, yeah. So NFL prediction, Giants going to stomp them. We want them to, yeah, hell yeah.
Who?
Well, if it is following you, wonder if it sells it like, well, no, well, I can't say that they. Rare Sunshine said, well, it is following you. Wonder if it sells, if they'll sell it like Facebook sells your information. Let's hope not.
No. I don't believe they can.
Right. This is right. Draymond,
Listen,
I agree with you. Airspace is airspace.
Right, but here's the problem with this whole thing. DJI doesn't need, or they don't need any more of.
Mr. JZRC asks, who can access that information? Well, usually people have that Aeroscope device.
The Aeroscope
usually are law enforcement, government.
Law enforcement, government agencies. That's basically about it, because it's something that is found at airports. The police would use it at such, like I said, temporary events, such as like
exactly. God bless America.
Parades, stuff like that.
They have
for the large gatherings. It wouldn't be something that would be sitting at your local precinct. You know,
right. You're right. You're
just
not going
sit
to have them.
hanging out with it. I think it's too much for that.
Law enforcement can access that information. Of course, your serial number is registered to you on all of your DJI drones, and it is registered to you through an email, in which case they can, hey, Tony, what's good? In which case they can find and or contact you. So if your drone goes down and busts somebody in the head or goes through someone's window, don't think they're not going to be able to find you.
The serial number give you away.
Exactly. God bless America. Well, we've known that for a while. The cell phones do everything. Your ATM cards tell all that information. Your information, personal information, has been compromised a lot more than you worrying about them knowing where you're standing flying your drone.
Well, you know what? The photo apps, some of those photo apps that we use and we share photos and shit through.
Yeah.
Those
Steven drones.
Those two. Because
Yeah, of
remember, they
course.
collect
I mean,
they
what
collect
does an
weird,
app need to
but
have what does an
no,
app need to have control to make calls or look through your photos for?
but they keep where the photo was taken.
Yeah, I know. I know. I get it.
Like, okay, for instance, let's say your house takes up a whole block, all right? And
Yeah.
you're standing in this corner of the house.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is going to tell me where the picture was taken, and it probably will tell me the street that's passing on this side of the
Yep.
house.
Yeah, I believe it. You're right about that. You're 100% right. But getting back to this aeroscope, this information that was released was
Like the
exactly that.
aeroscope, huh?
Huh?
You like that aeroscope, huh?
Well, the fact that DJI, the #1 drone maker, actually DJI controls 70%
Hold on,
of the.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's DJI, the #1 drone manufacturer and military weapons expert.
Man, I ain't gonna remember all that. But if you want to mention that every time, please feel free. Please feel free. I mean, it's that's pretty much it. Hey, Mike Henrik, how are you, man? Long time no see. Good to see you. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday Nights with those guys. Happy hump day to you all. It's the middle of the week. I hope you're getting a chance to fly. We have some Arctic air coming down from Canada. You Canadians, I keep telling you guys, keep that shit up there.
Hold on, it's not that bad.
Not yet. But
no,
then
but check this out. Did you hear what happened? Hold on, but did you hear what happened to the king crabs?
No.
It's not cold enough, so they're migrating to find colder area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, see, that I need to go back to my I watch Hot Tuna and something else where they catch king crabs. Where they catch king crabs. It's a show on cable.
Cold area.
Wow.
Colder spots.
Well, all I can say is, Canada, we love you as a neighbor. We love all our Canadian friends, but please keep that cold shit up there where y'all at. We're not ready for it now. I want to be able to fly a little more. Well, if it's just law enforcement, I wouldn't care. But folks listening to police scanners all the time, so I would think folks will gain access. No, because you're only going to see an aeroscope, Mr. J's RC. You're only going to see aeroscopes. Oh, right. You can't buy one. You're only going to see an aeroscope. Hey, Matt, device around the Super Bowl. President comes into the United States around the UN. Okay. A baseball game now, because that's how they're catching a lot of people now who are flying. But police scanners.
But that's what I'm saying too. Like I said, the temporary events you'll find this. You may find it. You might have one at the ball game. Because they never tell you what's going on with these things. These guys fly into the damn ballpark and fly the hell out. And all we do is talk about, oh, well, that guy's an idiot. You're gonna get caught. You know, if I flew in there, I'd get caught. Maybe not.
Maybe, yeah.
That's how they catch people at the Super Bowl.
Yep.
That idiot sits home. He's like, oh, look at that guy flying over home plate. I'm going to get to the Super Bowl.
Right. If he can get in there and get a shot, so can I.
The one that I thought was kind of crazy when they had the Super Bowl at the Dome.
Yeah.
You should have gotten caught. What were you trying to watch? The Dome?
You should have, right?
You should get caught.
Yeah, it is going to be.
In fact, he's down the block, officer.
A little cold. Yeah, it is going to be a little cold, but I don't mind. What I like about this weather is this is where being an FPV pilot has its advantages. This time of the year, like they claim within the next day or two, the wind will be up to about. In fact, wait a minute. I can look at UAV forecast and it'll tell me what the wind is going to be tomorrow, right? Now, where you have camera drones and you're limited to your flight because of certain wind speeds, okay, I have mine set for a warning of anything higher than 25 miles per hour. Starting at 8 p.m. tonight, the wind is going to be 26 miles per hour.
Right.
And overnight gusting to about 30 at about 1 in the morning. Now, if I want to go fly FPV tomorrow about 8 o'clock in the morning, It'll be 26 miles per hour. That's nothing. If you have a drone that does 60 miles an hour, you just deduct that 26 miles per hour from it, and you still have the difference in speed.
That's how you figure it?
Yeah, that's how I calculate all the time.
That's
They
how
talk
you
about
calculate it all the
the
time?
wind is 35 miles an hour. Okay,
Hold
so
on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You got all kind of engineers and motherfuckers with degrees down at NASA and all this shit.
yeah.
And you just deduct the damn speed from how fast your drone could go. And then NASA, they got a fucking mathematician trying to figure out how to get the fucking shuttle off the ground. And it can calculate the speed of. Stop that, bro. That's not how you calculate it, man. I don't think it's calculated that way.
I know it's not that simple, but that's the basics of my logic. Because if it's windy, I can still fly. Now, I'm not going to be out there flying in 50-mile-per-hour winds with a drone that I have that flies I have a drone that does 75 miles per hour. It makes no sense to be in a wind that's blowing 50 to be only going 20 miles per hour on a windy day. And plus, also, you have to learn to fly sideways because your shit will be tilted. But you get the logic behind it, though. These days, where people are like, oh, my Mini 3, my Air 2S might get blown away, but not an FPV. You see what Draymond put? You see what Draymond put? He put Lawrence is using Euler's math. If Draymond gets it, that's funny though. Euler's math. That's not, you're dating yourself with that one, Draymond. But that's my logic. And it's a great excuse because someone said, you can't fly in this wind. And I said, why the hell can't I? And I explained it to him. He's like, all right, you should see their faces when you tell them that.
But how windy was it that day when we was out there by the beach?
What day? It's always windy out there on the beach. What day? What year? What time of year?
With the Army Corps of Engineers.
The Army Corps of Engineers?
Yeah.
Okay, that day the wind was maybe about 18, 20 miles per hour.
You sure?
Yeah, about 18 to 20 miles per hour. Your Mavic 3 didn't have any problem. But for guys with smaller drones, you need to start calculating these things. Use that Euler's math. Matt Bagwell, what's good, man? Hope all is well. You gotta stop, man. You got tears in my eyes. Huh?
No, I was talking to Tony.
And FYI, it seems Tony had a good meetup this weekend, unfortunately. And see, that's another reason why there won't be any more Sunday nights with those guys. I want to go to meetups. I don't want to say I'm going. I just want to pop up at a meetup and see certain people's faces. That's usually how you do it. Yeah, just come from aha. Yeah, exactly. We had no issues with the Evo Mini 2 Pro in 21 knot winds. Yeah, that's a little beast there. People forget that the wind is stronger at higher altitudes. Exactly. FPV pilots rarely go above 100 feet unless they're diving a building. Or
no, but you get funny. But see, that's what I'm saying to you. I get it with your speed ratio thing because
it's called Euler's math. Get it right. Thank you, Draymond. I'm gonna use that all the time now. Euler's math.
Sometimes down low in certain areas, you get these little wind vortex,
wind shears. Wind shears, yeah,
push you around and on even on takeoff.
Yeah, wind shear. Yeah,
because you got to get up a little higher to get rid of that, to where the air is moving faster, but it's only when you have the gust, and if the gust if the wind speed is at a certain steady wind speed that's over what your motors are
capable of handling.
Handling.
Yeah.
That's one thing, but the gusts, that's a difference. You know, there's a difference.
Yeah. We have a mutual friend that went to Iceland recently, and his Mavic 3, I think it was his Mavic 3,
Uh-oh.
had went down, or was it the Air 2S? Well,
Not
anyway,
sure.
he was at Iceland, and the tour guide, we know
Mhm.
him, but the tour guide, I won't mention his name, but the tour guide was a drone pilot also. And he says, you know, they don't allow flying, but I have my drone with me too. We can step away from the crowd and fly. But so the guy goes to take off.
What kind of tour guide is this?
Hold on, the tour guide tells him, because it's a photography thing. So they let all the people go set up their camera, tripods, and all of that. And he went off to go fly with our mutual friend. So the tour guide goes, keep in mind, the wind is different here. And our mutual friend had no idea what the difference meant, what different meant. And his drone went down as he was coming in. It was actually, you know, the gust that blow up the side of a cliff. He got caught in one of those. And as he's trying to come down and land, it was going up and away. And after we sat and talked for a while, I said, well, why didn't you think to move forward or try to move out of that wind gust? And at the time when people are thinking about things or in crisis, you don't always come up with the right idea, but it happens. It does happen.
Always overshoot myself with the drone and bring it down.
Well, he said there
Even
were
if I
about
have
40
to
or
bring it
50
back.
other photographers there. And for that reason, he was trying, but he
I hear
was
you.
able to get the drone over land eventually. It went down. I think something snapped on it or broke, but they got their drone replaced. I don't remember if it was the Air 2S or the M3, but
Do you remember when the
it,
GPS module on my drone broke?
yeah, do I? Do I? I wish I was vlogging then. You guys have no idea what happens to a Phantom 4 Pro without GPS moving at about 37 miles per hour. If
Well,
you've never flown a
in,
drone
in the
in
wind,
ADDI mode,
it might be a little, might be moving a little faster than that. That's what I said.
yeah,
You got to bring it down like this till
hmm
you get it to the ground.
yeah, yeah. But I learned that just from flying in the wind. I was actually coming home one time and coming towards me.
Mhm.
They always say take off into the wind. So coming back, you have the wind at your tail. But opportunity and pictures don't always approve for that. You may want to
Right,
shot this way, but the wind is blowing that way.
right.
You know, but I remember seeing it, my drone moving at 9 miles per hour, slowing down to 5, moving
Mhm.
forward, down to 2.5, and then going -1, -2, which means even though I thought it was moving forward, it was actually being blown backward. But like you said, sometimes you drop low, sometimes you may have to go up high to get out of those situations.
Yeah, that's like when your trip to what was that? Right up there and what's that? Right above Orchard Beach, the that other
Oh, Five Island.
Five Islands. No,
Yes.
no, not Five Islands. That's
No.
where the GPS module broke.
Oh, okay,
Five
okay.
Islands. Five Islands Park is where it broke. But I'm talking about the one. What's that spot there?
In
Where the
Cortland?
no, where the lady told me that we had to have a permit to
Oh,
go to that beach and take pictures over there.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Not Bannerman. Not that
No,
far. Not that far up.
no. Right above Orchard Beach. Going before you
Right,
get
there's that little island. You need a permit to
right.
get on the island and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I
Well, we
don't know the name of
flew
the island. I know where you're talking about.
right. We flew
Because
over
you can go
there,
straight up at Orchard Beach and see the island.
right, and fly over there.
Isn't it Henry Island or something weird?
No,
A
it's not.
weird name.
It's not Henry.
But you guys,
You want to start naming
you'd be
stuff?
surprised what we have to go through to get to fly here in New York.
Hendry. No, it's not.
It is not Hendry.
No, it's not
Angie,
Hendry.
salute to you. Being that you have a day off and
Glen
That's
Island.
very rare. Huh?
Glen Island. Because
Glen Island.
there's a
Yes.
houseboat or something like a house on a barge out there.
I'm trying to pull it up now. Hold on. So as you talk, so these guys will know what we're talking about. In Glen Island in the Bronx. Glen Island. It's in New Rochelle, actually.
Right.
Hold on.
It's above Orchard
Yes.
Beach. Glen Island.
Here it is. Let me share this screen real quick.
Now,
so you guys have an idea of what we're talking about.
You're talking about some of the crazy things that guys did
This is Orchard Beach here, down here. It's a man-made beach.
Is it?
And yeah, that's all man-made. Glen Island Harbor Club. All of this over here you're talking about. Yes.
Go further.
Further north. So that's not Glen Island. That's you have the Green Tree Country Club. No.
Well, I don't know about any harbor club, but Glen Island Beach, you see right there, they have a beach.
Right.
You see the beach?
Where?
Go back. Go back.
I see this way.
You went too far north. Come on back
in
down.
Here?
You went too far north.
Okay.
You went too
Glen
far.
Island Beach.
All right, there you go.
Sorry, this is Glen Island Beach. I'm sorry. Yes.
Right out here in this water, alongside that park, there's like a house on a barge out there. Pan out some more, you can see it.
You mean zoom in more?
No, because the way you're doing it, it's at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, on Hog Island, out here. I know what you're talking about, right here. That's right here. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Here it is. There's a couple of houses out here. There's one house on the island, but these little platforms here
are barges.
Are people's houses on barges. Yeah. I don't think we can go any closer without it. Yeah. It's not going to let us go in. But yeah, these are people's homes out here.
Right. I thought that was interesting because I didn't know that until I flew to Glen Island Beach.
From Orchard Beach, which is right here. Yes. But Orchard Beach is right here. And here are all the little houses in this area right here.
And I wanted to see what the big deal was about this beach, why I needed a permit to fly there. So when I flew over there, it didn't look any different than the other beach. I mean,
hey, Lake Pilot, right?
It's still, but that's when we noticed that there were the houses over there. But that's when you mentioned about flying down low to get away from the wind.
In wind,
we had to duck down below the tree line.
Hey, Charlie.
Off the backside of the beach.
I remember to get back to the beach.
Back because the wind was blowing too strong.
I do remember that. Now that you mention it, we both had to drop down to almost the coastline to get back.
Right. That was the day when the cop had said to us that he flies from that beach too.
Ray of Sunshine, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you and everyone else that comes to support us and
thanks for coming and hanging out.
And continuing to come back and support us. Hey Charlie, Drone Psych, I'm free this weekend, bro. No Sunday nights with those guys.
Look at him. I thought he wanted to sit on the couch with some yak in his hand and a cigar and watch football with his hand.
That's not Saturday though.
You said there's no more Sunday nights with those guys.
Yeah, I want to watch some football. Cool. What's up, Herman L? And what's up, Cool Big? How are you, man?
Cool Big. You know what the problem is with that?
Saturday and Friday and Saturday are going to be the best days this week.
No, here's the problem.
What?
Here's the problem. I can't get out of doing shit now on Sunday because you're not gonna have.
No, you don't have to tell a soul you're not doing a live stream.
You're gonna have to pick it up again after the football season is over.
Okay, we could do that. We could do that.
Because
we could do that. You hear that, guys? When football season is over after the Super Bowl, Sunday nights with those guys will be back. But for now, I'm gonna do me on Sundays. In fact, Herman, this Sunday we should go live from the couch, watching some football, drinking some yak, smoke some cigars.
Hold on.
No, just to show that we chilling, and then that's the go off.
Hold on, no. You said Sunday night with those guys is over.
It wouldn't be Sunday nights with those guys. It'd be Sunday night football with those guys.
From we smoking cigars in your house.
I was going to bring the cigars, man.
We're not smoking that shit in here.
See,
Smoke that outside.
See, I'm trying to hang out with my boy.
You know what a cigar will do to your house?
Yeah, I know. You're right. You're right. All right, all right, never mind. Herman's honey-do list, tapping him on the shoulder, LOL. See, that's saying like, I'll be damned to me. God bless America said, cool, send me a link on a link on that. Yeah, see, Chin Dynasty, what's up, man? But anyway, until football season is over, Sunday nights with those guys will be no more for a little while. I will come back after football season. I need some time to do some editing and go to a couple. I'm gonna barbecue on a Sunday because I missed so many fucking barbecues this summer. If I got to be out there by myself in my coat and barbecue, you know how they do over here, Herm, in front of the building and shit. There's barbecuing running in the lobby.
Oh, so that's what it is. You just need more time to hang out with the birthday.
No. We ain't saying nothing about that. What about me? I don't watch sports. What do I do? Jim's droning. I'm so sorry, man. But I need some time to catch up with some stuff. We'll figure it out though. Anyway, we got a one shot, Herm.
Oh yeah, we do. We happen to have. It's a nice little one shot. It's a little different.
We playing it with sound?
Is there sound on it?
I guess there is.
No, you can play it with the sound. It's a one shot.
With some very attractive women.
Yeah, it's a nice little one shot.
My favorite scene's coming up right now. He flies through the fire.
Yeah, it's some women in it. Around the World by Drone is who produced this video.
And this is in Europe somewhere, FYI.
I gotta get a house like this.
House? Talking about a summer home.
But I want to live in this all the time.
If it comes with the chicks, hell yeah.
That's what I said. I got to get a house like this.
You could still go
fly
live
my
Sunday
drone around it all day.
You could go live Sunday, just play repeat episodes. Nah, it's not the same. I'm going out to fly, damn it. Because to play those repeat episodes, nah.
Listen,
nice try, Charlie.
If I went live from there, you wouldn't watch?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Your chicks walking around like that? Shit, yeah. Definitely. Most definitely. But there's the video. You could watch it over yourself. I think he sped it up a little too fast myself, but I would have liked it to be a lot slower and more cinematic. It looked rushed, but I liked the video. Credit to the guys who did it. This was their
Arounf the World.
Not around. I'm guessing there's a typo. But wait a minute, the F and the D are next to each other, so I could see that. And he made another.
I looked for that too, with the way he put the villa with the women and yeah.
Yeah, he spelled with WTTH.
Yeah.
Now the I and the T are separate, so that maybe it was done purposely.
Yeah,
I put the video in the link. A shout out to Arounf the World for that video. Drone and house goals.
I
Yeah, see,
know
Luna, you understand, Luna. That's
what
where
happened.
that Luna understands drone and house goals. What more?
Okay. Well, you know
I
what's
get a
funny?
house big enough that I could put a landing pad on the roof, and or the doors open up or some shit slide dome like. That'd be
Oh, you mean
badass.
if you had a house like that?
Yeah, or a house to put that in.
I'm put what in?
A landing pad, retractable roof for drones. Be like, let's go up to the roof to fly. You see this room, and then the roof retracts and the floor comes
You
up.
can do that at your house now.
Yeah, fighting away the pit bulls on the roof. Could you imagine? Yeah, I'm in the middle of a flight here, but there's a pit bull gnawing at my ankle. Yeah, of course we could.
No, we just do it sideways
Yeah.
out the window.
Look, drone
We
and
have
house goals.
we
I'm
off the
with
window
you. I'm
open
with you,
up.
Luna. That's the objective. I still got time to get all this stuff. V Dub, how are you? Welcome to
V
the
Dub.
live stream. Anyway, it's Wednesday night, 6:20 p.m., the 19th of October, 2022.
Wow.
Try it with the shed first, Lake Pilot. You know what'll happen? You move it, you try it with the shed,
With the
and then
shed.
you never get out of the shed.
What are you
It's,
doing in the shed?
I don't know. They said try it with a shed first, retractable roof with a shed.
He don't have a shed.
Nope, no sheds.
He doesn't have a shed. So what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna go upstairs to the people upstairs. And we're gonna chop out their floor, and after we clean it all out and nicey it all up, we're gonna get one of those retractable joints that Lawrence could pull out, like the old joint on the old sunroof.
Yeah, right. One of those you got to crank. I don't care. I'll crank the retractable roof to save money.
Just
I don't give a shit.
pull it over.
Just
And
pull
then
the shade out.
pull it over.
Okay, that'll work. However, by
All
any
what we
means
can do is
necessary.
we can get a whole sunroof set up, and we can put it in there, right? And you hit the button, and it just close the glass, open the glass, and you
See,
fly the
see,
drone right out of there.
see, something like that would work. You don't need much of an area.
Get one for like the it's gonna cost you something. You ever see the ones
Well,
where they have like the
if you
quarter
sort
roof
of view that they
retractable?
had, if you sort of view that they had, I want to pull it back up real quick, and just to
I'll just
show you.
climb up on a damn roof and just take off from the damn landing pad on the roof.
Yeah, I thought about that. I
Listen,
thought about that too.
that
Hold
house,
on.
you don't need nothing to retract. It's a different stream. Never mind.
They're different streams.
Yes.
Someone's child somewhere is listening, even though we're 18 plus.
No, there's
But
women. There's women in the chat. I don't.
yeah. Keep it respectable. But where's the part here? This view right here. Look at this mountainside
When you say this view
coming
right
up
here,
out of
the
the.
woman was walking inside the building.
This view right here. All of this shit right here. I'd be flying. Look like some
Out there.
type of Coliseum homes. Yeah, all this
You wanna go
mountainside.
interfere with
You
other
could do
people's house.
FPV. You could fly a mountain FPV from there. A long range FPV bird from that. Look right there, sit in the window.
That's
See?
1, 2, 3, 4 different chicks. I'm not flying anything.
Oh, see, another. You can sit right there on the Chase Lounge and fly your shit while smoking a cigar, drinking yak. Well, no, I don't suggest that.
Whatever.
But you get it. It's a nice joint, though. Definitely a nice
The
joint.
only fly that's getting any work in a house like that is on my fence.
They start calling you Spectre. Oh no. Okay. That's all right. Listen.
That's what it is. But yeah, Lawrence, let's
Let's diverse from going squirrel.
from the house. Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Ooh.
I got it out my system.
Woo, what a house.
Yeah, I agree. It is badass.
Yeah, and the girls were nice too.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. All right, on to where do we go next?
um, this one here was kind of a difficult one here because this Swiss mapping survey and modeling tech company, topping drones, top drone,
Topo.
topo drone,
Topo drone, yes.
yes, has yeah, they've introduced an aquatic mapper, and it's a solution that adds
It's this
underwater lidar
it's
to
about
your
yeah.
bathroom.
Bathymetric.
No, I must have pronounced this word a million times before this stream.
I know. And now
And
you can't get
no,
it out.
no, because if you read the information on it, they actually have the word spelt in different ways to mean, the whole English language is just weird with the past tense, present tense, and ownership,
Right.
and it changes. But anyhow, it's where the hell am I? Yeah.
It's an AQUAMAPPER.
So it's basically what they've done is they've come up with a device that is used to map underwater.
Right. That was the
So
picture I was
it's
showing.
using lidar, and what it does is it's well, I'll tell you what bathymetry is.
Bathymetrics.
Is no, not bathymetrics. It is the study of beds or floor of water bodies, including
Okay.
oceans, rivers, streams, and lakes.
So they're talking about mapping underwater, basically, with
That's
this
what I
device.
said. That's what I said. And
Okay.
topping or topo drones has introduced this device at the what's that little seminar they had there, but whatever it is, they made this thing, they they've made it compatible for the Matrice
The INTERGEO.
300 RTK.
Yes.
And that's what makes it so special. But like you said, it was unveiled at the INTERGEO 2022 or
Yeah. And
2022.
it's but the company is basically the company TOPODRONE is basically a 3D mapping company which specializes in lidar systems like this, multispectral mapping, and of course 3D mapping. Their big feature seems to be this lidar system that works underwater, which is
Mhm.
right here, actually on this drone here.
So what they
Um,
actually do, Lawrence, is they outfit other drones with cameras.
Okay. Okay. And these cameras are also compatible, like Herman said, with the M300 series
Yes.
DJI drones. This is the actual lidar system for mapping here, and of course, the for other purposes. But that's basically it. Their lidar system works over land and underwater.
So basically, what they, like I said, they've created this thing that they can drop into the water and it can measure and gather the data for the depth on the floor and at different levels, and create underwater maps.
Right, right. And
Beautiful.
they claim that it's very accurate. Well, LiDAR, of course, is
Well, it just funny you mention that because they're talking about this whole system can be used with. They have this project that they're working on developing with bridges, tunnels, and as well as some viaducts.
hmm
And this thing can be used for all of it.
right, right. For mapping out the areas that need to work or need you need to start a project finish a project or just get information on an area, you could use this AQUAMAPPER. Well, usually when they build bridges, someone has to go underwater and survey it that way. Now you can do it using this AQUAMAPPER on a DJI M300 drone. The TOPODRONE LiDAR Ultra
It's funny
is what
you
it's
say that it can be done with a Matrice 300. It can be done with a Matrice 300 right now.
Yes.
As this technology grows, it can be done with something of more sophistication as time goes on, and even to a greater scale.
Go ahead. I found another video with the actual M300 drone and the actual camera system set up now. That video showed more of the guys. I don't know if this is the one that you've seen, but this is the actual M300 here with the LiDAR camera system for mapping. Now, this same LiDAR system, supposedly they've developed to work a system similar for working underground. I mean, underwater,
it has a line underwater. That goes into the water.
Yes, yes. But this is a generalized system, and all of this can be mapped. As you see, even the telephone lines are picked up with this LiDAR system. Focusing and exposing modes. I guess this is their promo video for trying to sell it on you. But now they're not selling the drone. They're only selling that LiDAR system.
TOPODRONE didn't have any video that I could find.
Yeah.
Of them using the underwater LiDAR.
What are they talking about? Oh, no, I'm listening to you.
I didn't see. I didn't see any video for TOPODRONE there.
Yes, Luna, they do have a LiDAR for unmapping underwater.
Didn't see any video for it. It's still, I guess, fairly new. They just unveiled it at the
INTERGEO.
INTERGEO, yeah.
Now, if you want to find out more information and stuff like that, we usually go to their websites. I have TOPODRONE's website right here pulled up on screen, and I will put the same link in the chat as well. But they were at the INTERGEO convention showing off their new system, and they were there last week. This is the underwater system right here, the AQUAMAPPER. This is a picture of it. So if I click more information, let's see what happens here. This is the device that you would connect to your M300 right here. I was hoping to click. Oh, okay. Let me click on the picture. This is it right here. Has a little fin system for stabilization, and this part attached is this part here, or maybe both, attached to the bottom of the drone. What is this? $19,900. Gee,
get one.
Yeah.
Put the card up.
Sure.
Put the card up.
Put the card up. Stop fronting.
Put the card up. Charge
but this is their site. If you guys want to check it out and see what kind of new tech and stuff they're doing out there. Got to be 6 digits easy. Yeah, you're right about that shit. You're right about that. 19,000. Oh, 5 digits. Okay. But with tax.
So basically, what that tool does, Lawrence, it's going to be able to provide them with detailed bathymetric data for critical infrastructure.
Okay.
So they can build tunnels,
bridges, viaducts, anything that needs to be anchored in the water.
To get over this water.
Right. Anything that needs to be anchored in the water. Instead of sending divers down, they can get a complete 3D map underwater.
Do they actually send divers down, or do they just like have?
Now it says that their LiDAR system, Herman. It says their LiDAR system their laser scanning system can capture data from 100 to 120 meters altitude over rugged terrain forest area covering 32 kilometers. and 400 meters in corridor width.
Mhm.
With 14 flights, they were able to cover all of that area. But I guess after, of course, putting new batteries in. But
But then
let's
now
see
they
where it
got something
goes.
else to cover the water.
Now that they have something that can map underwater, maybe they'll put something down in the San Andreas fault and underwater and to see what's happening there. I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know. What is that deepest trench in the world? The Andreas? I
I
forget the
don't
name
know,
of
but
it.
I know the waters out there in the Philippines is very deep.
Yeah, yeah. But now they can map all of this stuff, which is good. You can map. They were able to map interiors of buildings, exteriors of buildings, mountains. Now they're finally moving on to mapping underwater.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good deal.
Above the trees, below the trees, and now under the water.
Yeah, yeah. So eventually there won't be any place that can't be
You can
reproduced.
hide. They
Yeah.
can go indoors, they can go outdoors, they can go below the water. Wow.
And it fits on the DJI M300, and they have other models and setups
Yeah,
to fit other types of drones. So it's not just that particular one
you want
that
to
they
hear
are
a joke
doing.
about mapping?
On,
With
not Andreas' fault. You guys know what I'm talking about. But Mariana Trench, the Mariana Trench. How I got Andreas' fault. Oh, because that stupid picture is coming on TV. La Brea or some stupid shit.
that's the topic.
Somehow that slipped in my mind. I don't know. It's the Marianas Trench. That's what it is. Correction.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
don't let me forget what I was, when they had the Air Peaks event, right?
Uh-huh.
One of the guys there had the M300.
The Sony Air Peak.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a Latrice 300 there, and he mapped the park.
Okay.
So the funny story about that is the guy that was doing it, that was mapping the park, is a freaking comedian. Everybody is standing around watching what he's doing and setting this up, and then when the drone takes off, he's standing there under the tent, and he's telling everybody, don't move, you mess up the map.
Really?
He goes, you're gonna walk across the map, don't move.
Oh, okay. That is funny.
It's a joke. It's not gonna see you walking.
It's not going to catch you. It'll erase you out.
He said, don't move, it's gonna catch you walking across the map.
Did people actually freeze? Yeah. God bless America. You had that one correct. I'm not great on locations. Go to that building, make it laugh.
We know that one.
Yeah, this is true.
Trust me, we know
Don't
that.
ask me for directions, guys. I will send you to West Bubblefuck. I felt so bad. I saw this guy, right? He's looking around on a train, because I'm traveling back and forth to Manhattan with what I'm doing personally.
Don't tell me this guy's wandering the Bronx now.
I don't know where he is, but we were at Fulton Street. We were at Fulton Street, right? And I was asking, I noticed he missed a few trains because waiting for my train, it wasn't there. So I was like, what train are you looking for? So he said the J or the M. So I said, you see that sign right there with the J and the M on it? You have to go upstairs. The J and the M is upstairs from here. Now, what I failed to mention was the J and M was upstairs, but back at the other end of the train station. The direction he was headed was towards the 4 or 5, so he might still be walking around in the Bronx somewhere looking for the J train. There's a strong possibility. If you hear a man was found in the Bronx looking for the J train, that was my fault. What is the way? Bronx. No, it's not Bubblefuck, West Bubblefuck. He's a large. What is the way to left Bubblefuck? Bumblefuck. I didn't say Bomba. I meant, I said West Bubble Fuck. I meant. I didn't get it on.
That's what you do, Lawrence. Some people.
Thank you so much, Warren.
West Bubble Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I call it. We just sent him to West Bubble Fuck. As we call it. That's what
No, I've
my
heard.
ex-nephew-in-law calls Utica, New York. They're like, where you at, West Bubble Fuck? I know where he is.
Mhm.
But anyway, did you guys get to fly today? Not today, but this weekend I'm going to fly some FPV somewhere. I have to try my backup GoPro camera I brought as a replacement. So what great excuse to go fly. Thing is, depending on the wind will dictate what I fly, FPV wise, but I'm trying to learn some freestyle. Finally, I'm going to try and learn how to do freestyle. I don't know why. Excuse me, you can't see what anyone's doing when they're flip, 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 like that. But I'm going to try and learn a few tricks.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. 6:39 p.m.
Mhm.
Oh, let's see. What do we have? What else do we have? Oh, that was that.
I got this. I got it.
Huh?
I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. But no, seriously, the whole thing there with your
Hey,
underwater,
what's up, Lee?
with your whole underwater LiDAR system. I think that I don't know. I really don't know how widespread it's going to be used right now. I think
I'd
that
hate to.
because you have markets that you have industry that have a hold on stuff like this,
Right.
and with with certain companies, right now that do this type of thing, for them to just step away and give it to somebody, some old local Joe with a Part 107 and a couple of cameras and some drones, it's almost like the whole surveying thing.
No, I get it. I do get
In
it.
certain places, it's not going to go over well.
Well, I don't know many people that have $19,000 to put into a camera to put on the bottom of a drone. But there is a market for it, else it wouldn't have been created, right?
But there's a market for almost anything.
True. This is
Almost
true.
anything.
Very, very true.
Almost anything. Should you just go down? Well, years ago it was worse, but you go down to West 8th Street, you can see there's a market for almost anything in this country.
You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. Especially in New York. If you've got the money, you can find it in New York. If you've got the money.
Well, I keep telling you, if it used to happen here, still happens in the Bronx.
You might be right about that.
That's the last stronghold for anything in the city.
You might be right about
The
that.
Bronx holds it down.
Yeah, right? Could you imagine? You want to find a bootleg 1967 part for a car? Could probably find it in the Bronx. I'm just saying. That's all.
You ain't even right. But, Lawrence,
Yeah.
you've heard of BRINC, right?
Yep.
Yes. Can you do me a favor and hold the video for a second, please?
Okay.
Okay. You've heard of BRINC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody that knows of BRINC is probably familiar with their lemur drone.
Right.
That the one that's designed
the tactical drone with the glass
for the police. Right, for
Right.
the police and SWAT teams, it helps them with in their critical situations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've kind of mentioned, and I guess they've kind of marketed as a a flying cell phone,
Right.
the lemur drone. Well, now,
Yeah. It was marketed as that.
right. Well, now BRINC happens to have the BRINC Ball.
Here we
Believe
go.
it or not.
Engine 1, Medic 24, rebuilding collapse, multiple subjects trapped.
In dangerous situations, communication is key.
Separate, let's go.
But when communication is not possible, the chance of someone getting injured goes up. Send BRINC Ball, a two-way communications device that lets first responders talk to people in dangerous situations. Durable and shock resistant, the ball takes a beating to enter those harsh environments you can't reach.
Fire department, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm trapped and can't move.
It's easy to use with no specialized software. Just call from any phone anywhere in the world and start talking right away.
This is Officer Adams with the police department, and I just need to make sure that you're safe.
You are sure to hear each other, thanks to a powerful speaker that can fill several rooms with sound, and an ultra-sensitive microphone that can hear voices up to 100 feet away. BRINC helps you connect even through obstacles, so you can de-escalate the situation. A text message control interface allows you to always know the ball's status, exchange life-saving information, and come to a peaceful resolution. With multiple days of battery life, you can count on BRINC to answer the call. In a world that calls for more, BRINC gives first responders the tools to make life-saving decisions and keep people safe. So when you can't be there, send in BRINC Ball.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. Now, BRINC Ball, right? Beautiful, right? BRINC Ball. Did you like that? You guys like that one? BRINC Ball. It's a communication tool.
Yeah.
It's nearly indestructible. This
So they say.
Form.
So they say.
Now, this is funny. It's how they call it. This is how they describe it as a ruggedized throw. It's a ruggedized throw phone. Now, this can be operated from a cell phone. There's no app needed. You can call or text this thing. The information that can speak out. It has a couple of features with it. Like I said, it was tested to be able to drop from over 10 feet, a 10-foot drop.
Yes, on the concrete.
You can actually check this extreme extended life battery that's on this thing with over 24 hours of standby. Is that not crazy? Standby. Oh, no. Steady, continuous talk.
You know what? I think it's a great idea.
Up to 5 days of standby time with this thing.
I think it's a great idea.
So they can use this in hostage situations, collapses and stuff like that.
Well, God Bless America mentioned something that I as you may think it's weird, but says it works great as long as the victim isn't deaf, which I chuckled at with my sick, twisted mind. I could see the ball there going, "Can you hear me?" And it's right next to the person, Saturday Night Live, something. I'm sorry, I'm twisted like that. And then Wayne B says, I would throw it back out.
The only difference between you meatheads and a deaf person is the deaf person would pick up the vibration of sound
coming from the ball, right? You say you meatheads, a bocce ball. No one's playing bocce. Could you imagine?
That's what it looks like.
It does. It looks almost like it looks slightly bigger than
can you imagine that? You out there playing and you got to move your ball out the way.
That's funny, but I honestly think it's a very good idea. Seriously. I mean, John Olson, it's live in New York. Yes, we are from New York, sir. BRINC Balls. It's a great idea. Seriously.
Not BRINC Balls. It's
BRINC Ball. BRINC Ball. There's the video if you want to check it out.
I like what this company is actually. Well, matter of fact, it's BRINC drones and military weapons expert because
Yes.
they got caught over in Ukraine too. They was in
Yes,
Ukraine
in
too.
fact,
They was in
they
Ukraine
actually,
too.
that's true. They actually donated a series of their BRINC drones to
To-
help
to
the
you-
Ukrainians.
right.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, Brink drones is funny. Brink drones came up based on the an incident that happened to Mr. Blake Resnick. I believe he was in a situation where he was in an accident,
Right.
and he had noticed that after the accident and everything, that they weren't using drones to map out the area
Okay.
and reconstruct the accident.
Right.
And that's when he I believe came up with the idea for Brink drones.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's good. It's good to see that they're coming up with other ways. They did come out with, you guys are familiar with their lemur drone. It has a glass breaker attachment. When they first came out, hold on, sorry about that. But
Got the nature program on.
no, I was trying to find a video of the lemur drone.
It actually, it has a glass breaker. You run in.
Now,
Just
when they
running-
first came out with the glass breaker, it was a rod on the end of a pole. And they used to just run the drone into the glass or break. But now they actually have a glass breaker on the drone that
Like a hammer?
spins. Yeah, that spins at a high revolution. Sorry about that. We don't get paid for commercials, playing
You-
commercials here. But this is it right here.
Go to the bell and hit the bell. It'll put that line across the bell. That'll mute it.
Yeah, this is it. This spinning device right here is actually spinning at a high revolution. It's actually an FPV motor that they use to spin it to let you know the revolutions. But this guy, this was just them testing it out. The gentleman who's flying the drone, I would assume, is not too familiar with getting close to objects, but it spins at such a high revolution, it's supposed to shatter even car glass windows. It did take him a while, but he actually did go to the glass and bust it. And as you see, this drone can break window glass on a car. Also, it has turtle mode. So in the event that they compromise, this is for law enforcement. If they compromise a
It can flip
building
over.
or glass, it can flip over, back over, and right itself. So this was just them showing off their new. Like I said, they at one time had a pole at the end of it, which only broke normal window glass. But how many people don't have storm glass and in cars? I'm just saying. But this is a great idea. The hammer, he tries one more time, and I think he breaks the glass right here. Well, he chickened out there, but you get the idea. There's a big enough hole in the glass right there that you can see. But that's pretty much it. So Brink did supply drones. Yeah, have to hit an auto glass just right. That's true. Can you drive the van? Can it drive the van? Show goes.
Oh, here we go. Nah, but I just make jokes about the whole military weapons experts, but they were over in Ukraine helping out with the
Right. They have not been put on the list like DJI's weapons military. What is that you say?
Drone manufacturer, military weapons expert.
Drone manufacturer and military weapons expert. You can pinch the edge of the glass and it'll explode into a million pieces. That's interesting. I would have never known that. I appreciate that information. Anyway,
car glass.
Yeah, if you
it's designed to do that so as that it doesn't shatter and cut you up. Like big shards of glass, like a window would break.
Yeah,
I know. Not to do that, so that way
it's designed to fracture like that. Yes,
right.
Well, it's almost that time.
Is it? Wow.
Well, Mini 3 Pro is weapon grade.
so let me get this. Let me see. So you starting at this Sunday?
This Sunday, there will be no Sunday nights with those guys. I'm going to watch some football. Saturday, I'm going out flying. And what the cool thing is, Sunday morning, I could actually go out and fly and not have to worry about rushing to be back in time for the stream.
Okay.
I can actually go fly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So
Something
if
I
they
haven't
ask
done
me-
in years.
So if they ask me, you got sick just before the stream.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm playing sick. Matt goes Mariana Trench. Yeah, so we will be back next Wednesday, definitely, with Wednesday nights with those guys. But until football season is over, there will probably be no more Sunday nights with those guys. So
Let's put on y'all.
all of my favorite people out there that like to come into live streams and harass and do all of that, you get a vacation. You get a vacation too.
What's going to stop them from coming on Wednesday? Doesn't they come on? They usually only come on Wednesday.
Listen. We're already trying to
Friends
handle.
will find you on.
We're
Wednesday.
already trying to handle that situation. It's just a matter of reach.
Of
you know?
handling that situation. I told you how to handle it.
Yes. We shall talk about it. Hey, Jim, we got 6 minutes, man. You don't have to run just yet. We still got a little bit. Wayne B. Football DVR. Nope, I'm not playing back any replays or anything. No.
DVR football. Oh Lord.
DVR. Akirasho. That's like saying DVR sushi. You cannot. You just something you cannot do. You have to eat sushi fresh. You have to watch Sunday. Yes, Matt. Until football season's over. I've been doing it for 3 years. You know how many barbecues I've missed out on? Do you know how many?
How many?
How many barbecues and outings and drone meetups? So Matt, we can all get together and go to these meetups now on Sunday. Hint, hint. Big Matt, Cool Bick, Herman. Well, Herman ain't going away. He's watching football. But Sunday morning I can fly. Thank you, V-Dub. We appreciate you and everybody else.
I got to keep certain people away from you because them cats got issues with the duct tape. And
away from me?
Yeah, because them cats will go with you to a meetup and then duct tape will come out. And
we appreciate you all. We appreciate each and every one of you for supporting. Don't forget to come back next week, Wednesday, for Wednesday nights with those guys. This Sunday, I'm not going to know what to do with my fucking self.
Wow.
But I'm sure I could find something. I emailed you a question about lipos.
Who?
You emailed me a question about lipos. Okay. I will look into that. Hold on. I have not received.
I hadn't planned on doing that anytime soon.
What do you mean?
No, you mentioned something about coming out to Arizona.
Thank you, Jims.
Because I'm kind of tied to the area.
Well, only due to football season,
things,
but after football season, it'd be nice to take a trip out there, even Nevada.
What, in the cold?
It ain't gonna be cold out there. We could surprise a few people.
Have you been in Nevada in the winter?
No need. I just want to go surprise a few people.
And I'm just saying I've been out there for Christmas and it snowed.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you can keep that shit. I'm not going out there to see snow.
I haven't said snows all the time.
No, I got you. I'm just messing with you, man.
It does get a little cool out there in the winter months. It's not.
I do believe you guys coming to Florida doing the meetup. So far,
is that Ray Kelly again?
No, Ray Kelly's not. You mentioned Florida drone meetup. As far as I know, we should be making it down to the Florida drone meetup. This is the time. Arizona is best. Well, I'd like to do some flying out.
Not so hot, not so cold.
I'd like to do some flying out in the desert and meet up with a couple of old buddies from New York. I'm just saying.
It's not that important.
This is true. But guys, we're about to get the hell out of here.
Oh yeah, it's about that time.
It's that time. I got a steak I'm ready to put on because this Sunday I'm not gonna be live. I will be watching football, and I will have a fake cigar with some yak.
Fake cigar with some yak.
Well, I can't. You said I can't come to your house and smoke a cigar, so I want to watch football and drink some cognac and smoke a cigar for once. I haven't done that in so long, man, in like 3 years plus. Eat a good meal, huh?
You ain't eating over here, but the cognac.
Oh, see, here we go. Now, I got to walk in with my wings. That's all right. I'll bring my own wings.
The cognac's about finished. And the Johnny Walker, that ain't making it best tonight.
Listen. If I walk in the door with a bottle, then what? God, save money for Christmas and bringing up politics at Thanksgiving. I would love Dope Live per usual. Guys.
Save money
thank you.
Save money for Christmas
by bringing up politics at Thanksgiving. Listen, we love and appreciate you all. It's almost that time. We got to get the hell out of here. Don't give us any ideas, man. Stop it. No. I'm already trying to figure out a way to get to Classic 3.
But that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what
save money for Christmas by bringing up politics at Thanksgiving. You know how much money you would save? You know how much money you'd save? God bless America. Thank you for that one. Weed is legal, cigars are not anymore. Big Matt.
What happened? No, the cigars will stink up your house, man.
That's okay. That's okay. Just one time I'd like to sit there with my smoking jacket on, James. We got to get out of here, man. It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, don't forget to check out other shows that are coming on tonight. There's a handful of stuff. The Classic 3. These guys, they got jokes.
No, there'll be a few other streams on, probably, more than likely, some critiquing this one, but there'll be others on.
Listen, you think we care if they critique what we do? You think we really give a damn?
And Johnny and them are on tonight.
Yes.
So go check out the Fly for Fun show, guys.
Yes, I'm getting ready to go make this damn steak.
We'll be back on again on Wednesday.
Yes, we will.
Because Lawrence quit on you guys for Sunday. So Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
those guys. We appreciate you all. Thank you much. Be safe, fly safer. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Don't forget to write. See you later.